Hello everybody, welcome back to my playthrough of Wild Arms 2, and it's time to look for the last of the Diablo Pillars. So, yeah, it's supposed to be around the CJ region, but the only way to find it is by hovercraft. Alright, let's see. Yeah, might as well go this way, and it should be directly to the south. Right about here. Alright, if you can see where I'm at, it's more like it's more like northeast of the CJ region. But now it's time for Diablo Pillar Ptolemea. Alright, let's... Well, I get to start out with two of the new enemies in this dungeon. Versago and the Carabia. Trying to remember what are we to? I think it's wind. I think for Lilka, I'm gonna go with Vortex on the Carabia. Oh, I'm already remembering this guy from Persona 5. Oh, immune to wind. And why does the... Oh, critical heal for the Carabia. And the Versago looks like a Copper Blanganga from Monster Hunter. Yeah, I don't remember all the weaknesses, so just forgive me on that one. Alright. Go for it, Brad. Oh, it can heal itself. What a fool. Yeah, I'm going to need a bit more... I'm going to need a bit more physical strength. Alright, there we go. And since I actually forgot about their weaknesses, I might as well go look them up. Alright, the Carabia resists everything, so I do have to use physical attacks on that. Wait, that's Judeka. The most recent fight here is Magmalizer. And... Alright, there's Versago. Weak to lightning. Okay. Yeah, but it doesn't resist anything, so... Now I can finally properly start going up the dungeon. And here's our last new enemy, Land Lamprey. Alright, I want lightning from Tim on this one. I'll have Brent actually use physical attacks. mean, it may use bioelectricity, but they're weak to lightning, too. Alright, and with that, Tim's leveled up. And yeah, now it's time for, well, I'm going to want Brad and his bombs out. Because, well, the gimmick for this dungeon is you have these bosses coming at you. Yeah, you can blow them up, or you can clip right through them. They deal about 100 hit points of damage for... well, every time it hits you, so sometimes being able to clip right through the box is going to save you a lot of trouble. Yeah, clipping through is the best option. But luckily for me... well, if you can... yeah. I think I'll just cut to when I have a successful attempt. Luckily, I have enough big berries to kind of cover my needs. Alright, I made it through. This last part had 2 boxes, and I need to make it past the first one. I guess the brute force method, or just being able to clip into the box, works out. Yeah, now for this part. 4 boxes, they all rotate around, and yeah, you gotta actually blow them up. Can't clip through this time. Yeah, each one you destroy, it gets faster. Alright, and now I gotta deal with the final box. Yeah, I think for each one you gotta be a little bit further ahead while planting bombs. But luckily I got through it without too much damage. Yeah, I might as well heal up. Because there's going to be a boss coming up. I want to check my stats, make sure everything's alright. And actually, I kind of want... well, I do want Lilka in the party. because this guy's gonna be tough. A summons trap of confinement. What would he do in this situation? Would he get out right away, or because he had people behind him he had to protect? Would he? Must be thinking, what would Billy do? No, that's not right. It's because he trusted those following him. He was able to get out right away. I need to take a lesson from him. And being standing between us and the top of the Diablo Pillar, the explosive Emperor monster Belclair. Yeah, this will be tough. Obviously, there's the Belclair itself, the drill, and the chest. It has some strong single targeting attacks, so I don't want to do FP shift yet until Tim's at least at 49 FP. But this thing is weak to wind, so I might as well try setting things up by attacking Belclair, and then, well, with Brad, I want to steal stuff from all three parts, and with Lilka, I'll have her use a lucky card here. I could have used a mini carrot, but until I feel comfortable farming those, I'm not going to use one. Alright, that should set up what I want to ultimately do. And let's get first aid, Brad, pickpocket the drill. And let's see. I'm gonna have Lilka defend. And I got a lucky card from the drill. Yeah, Drill Drager deals a ton of damage. Alright, now in this case, I can have Tim do an FP shift. Brad, I need him to pickpocket the chest. And for Lilka, I'll have her heal Tim up. Alright, got the War Respite. Alright. Ooh, Resonance Quake. Oh, that HP restore is coming in handy. Alright, so now Tim, first aid. Brad, I want him to pickpocket Belclair. And I think for Lilka, yeah, I think this, I'll just cast Shield on Tim for now. If I remember right, it has an attack that can lower your defenses and magic resistance. Alright, got the Mega Berry, so now I can get started. Ooh, no damage. Alright, so yeah. Now that I got all my steals, I can take... I'll put Stair Row onto Brad, and onto Tim. I will be putting Fingalong on him. And go with a combine. Belclair is weak to wind. Alright, in this case, I want a lawnmower. And I might as well go with a shield for Lilka, too. If I remember right, Belclair has 10,000 HP, and both the drilled and chest have 5,000 HP. And with the wind weakness, I should be able to take out all 3 parts at once. Yeah, look at that damage! Yeah, 20,000 experience, 20,000 Gala, Brad's gained a level, Lilka's gained a level, and Cannon's gained a level. And so is Ashley. And I get the best vest. I don't know if it's the best vest in the game, but I think it's better than what... But I think it's better than what Brad currently has equipped. Yeah, might as well switch my mediums back and continue my way up this last Diablo Pillar. I was wondering, how is it that Judeka's the only one who can't count? Alright, got the save crystal in case you need it. And after that fight with Belclair, you might. And... Alright, that definitely looks like the 5th floor. Wow, a lot of encounters I was able to get out of. Alright, so I think for this one... Yeah, there are 3 columns of blocks, and you have to hit the right one or else you get pushed back. Or you can clip through the boxes and make your way through just safely. Alright. Alright, for the second set, gotta go to the one to the south. Oh, I was able to clip. And for the third one, it's the one directly in the middle. Yeah, any of the other blocks you would not be able to get through, and yeah, I best pop some heal berries. Because we're almost at the top. Alright, now, alright, now I remember why I fell off last time. It was because I forgot that the camera rotation is assigned to the R, left and right 1 buttons. Wow, what a shot! That's the last little yearling got this far. Whoa, tell him... We couldn't just stand around and do nothing. I mean, you basically have a nuclear weapon flying above us. You think we're just going to take that sitting down? That's why we got strong and made our way this far. For the 4th time. Change it into power. My power of desire is stronger than anyone's. Ha! Don't make me laugh. You act so self-righteous. What you say? How dare you? Try some of your justice out on me if you dare. I'll stop you all. I'll pulverize you. And it's round 3 with Ptolemaea. What's the point in keeping the world as it is today? The world is just convenient for those in power. For us, it's just a suffocating place. I promised my men we'd create a free world. Oh, talk about the ones who serve under D. Odessa? My men and I will reclaim this wasted world and seek out our own heaven. No compromises with my desire. I too will become strong and crush you all. I don't know. We're going to have to crush... Well, we're going to have to crush Ptolemaea ourselves. I'm going to start with First Aid, Brad, Pickpocket, and Lilka. I want her to use Shield on Tim. Though I probably should have used the lucky card here. Alright, stole a tiny flower. And in the third battle, I finally get to see... Well, I finally get to show you Ptolemaea Dynamite. And yeah, now for Tim, First Aid. For Brad, I might as well have him use the lucky card. And Lilka, I'll never shield up for her. Yay to me for remembering the lucky cards. Whoa. Alright, that's a lot of damage. Alright, so, think now for Tim. I don't think I need Combine. But I do want to do Nova Rain. I want Brad to lock on with it with the Anti-Monster Cluster, and I think a basic... Yeah, basic heal spell will work for Lilka. Luckily, Ptolemaea can't inflict status effects, so... That means I can just focus on offense a bit. I can take this blue ink off of Lilka, and I'll go with the Mystic Word. Yeah, let's try Dark Star this time. Brad attack, and Lilka heal. Finally, we get to see Dark Star. It looked like it turned undead, but it's not. Yeah, let's... I'll try a Tempest here. Brad... Lock on with the Anti-Monster Cluster, and Lilka, yeah, with that shield up, Ptolemaea, while still doing strong physical damage, isn't doing as much as he could be. Anti-Monster Cluster, go! Yeah, basically the way it's set up is If it's a single target, I can have Lilka heal. If it's a group target, Tim will heal and Lilka can attack with her magic. Yeah, let's try Submerge. Anti-monster cluster, go, and Lilka can heal Brad. Alright, time to drown out Ptolemaea. I'll try Arctic, and I better have Brad use a physical attack, and Lilka with one more heal. Yeah, this might take a while, but it will get done. I'll try Plasma Tap, Brad, lock on with the Anti-Monster Cluster, and Lilka heal. And down goes Ptolemaea. And with that, Tim's now level 36, Lilka's level 36, Cannon is, and so is Ashley. And I get a War Respite. I left Ptolemaea speechless. Tell me one thing. Are you guys right? Is justice on your side? The side of the winner? Either way, this is the end of the road for me. I can barely stand anymore. So, yeah, that is the last Diablo Pillar to go down. And Ptolemaea goes down, is going down with it. Promise me one thing. Please treat my men with leniency. I know it's self-serving, but I was the one who made them do what they did. It was all my fault. Also, now you're taking responsibility for your actions. Guess better late than never. Sure. Promises made on a battlefield have to be kept. Bonds formed in battle are the strongest. I'm glad I got to meet you. You really are a hero. And Ptolemaea collapses and disappears. I beg you, do something before Vinsfeld goes ballistic. Kinda too late already? You're the only one I can trust to look after my troops. Must be talking about the troops in Odessa. He wasn't really a bad person after all. Just on the wrong side. That's why he could risk his life on the battlefield. And that's why it's so sad. And Ptolemaea had his honor and dignity and died with it. Which is weird because he's the antithesis of Judecca. But looks like we got a call. Well done, everyone. Cutting off the energy supply from the Diablo Pillars has disabled the stealth function. Heimdall Gazo is now naked to the world and showing up on our radar. Heimdall Gazo has come to a stop far south of Silje. We can't waste this chance. Hurry back to the Valeria Chateau. We're going to try and force Heimdall Gazo to land. Alright, so as far as that goes, I'm going to head this way. Well, I'm going to head east and try and make a stop by the coast near Holtz. If there's one closer, I would like to know. But, yeah, looks like there's more stuff here. I might as well try and make use of it. Wait, I might not be able to get to it because it would be up on a plateau. So yeah, I might as well use my teleport orb, go to Maria, and restock before the next battle. Yeah, I definitely need to reload my arms. And I would need more PS points. And I got a bit more Gala, so... Oh wait, before I do that, I should actually sell. Famous yeah, I already know. Alright, now I can sell the Ferdinand. And that... I got a few war respites to sell if I need to. Alright, so yeah, let's upgrade. Yeah, I think I'll put a bit more power into this anti-monster cluster. Alright. I think I'll keep the war respites because even if I sell the number I want to, it's not going to be enough. Yeah, let's reload. Alright, there we go. So, in between episodes, when I was doing my... Sorry for talking during the transition. But while I was doing my test run, I didn't bother to do any grinding to finish getting either Arcana 13 or Thanatos X. So I'm going to be doing that in between episodes. I'll probably be doing that at the Telepath Tower, so that way I'm not over leveling. And next time, we're going to make our way to the Heimdall Gazo. So until then, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day. So remember to stay safe and try to be kind to each other, everyone. Later.